Very good morning, Dean, Faculty of Commerce, Professor Rachna Madhu, Head Department of Business Administration, Professor Sangeeta ji, all the esteemed colleagues from Department of Business Administration, and I believe soon to be Faculty of Management of University of Lucknow, and my very, very dear students. First of all, let me congratulate you at the outset as for having cleared this exam. You can't understand how much pain we take to get you all admitted here. Now, why I am saying, and what do I mean by saying that is, we receive so many calls and so many influences for different people, but we stick by the merit, and the net result is that you all have got admission here. So you should try to maximum out of the opportunity bestowed onto you. Another important thing I want you all to pay attention to the fact is that you all are postgraduate student, you all are a professionally programmed student, you all have got admission to, as Madam Dean, Faculty of Commerce was saying, to an A++ NAC accredited institution. I will add something to that. We are the only NIRF ranked, QS ranked and Times Higher Education ranked university in the entire state. Now what I am trying to say is, we need to thank above all the God who has given you. How many of the people, like for example, let us go by some statistics. For an MBA program, normally people take admission when they are in the age group of 20 to 28, right? Now what is the total population of India that qualifies in that age bracket? Any idea? भाई देश की 35 साल से कम की आबादी would be 40%. उसमें what would be the percentage of population that falls in the age bracket of 20 to 28? How many of them are blessed to be part of postgraduate education? That too, move a little further, can be part of a postgraduate professional program, move a little further, part of postgraduate professional program from one of the leading institute of the country, state, and of course the country. You'll find you fall within that bracket of less than 1%. So first of all, you should be very, very thankful to the God for having provided you with this opportunity. Then you should be thankful to your parents. भाई आप बताओ what is the percentage population जो physically fit है आपकी तरह, mentally fit है आपकी तरह, financially fit है आपकी तरह, you are paying this much to this program. So you fall within that bracket of less than 1% of the total population who are blessed to pursue the program where you have got your admission. So God, and then your parents, and then your teachers and institution wherever you have studied before, who have helped you master the level of competency so that you could crack this exam and you can get admission here. Now why MBA? What is MBA? Why have you taken admission to an MBA program? Are you clear in your mind as to why have you taken admission to an MBA program? क्योंकि आपका पड़ोसी ले रहा था, क्योंकि सब लोग ले रहे हैं आजकल MBA. One, you want to pursue a career in management? Don't tell me. आपको IAS बनाते हैं, आप MBA कंटिन्यू करेंगे? No. have to try and find some candid but honest answer to these questions as to why MBA, because that will decide your 2 years course of stay and your action during your 2 years course of stay. MBA क्यों? I don't know. Are you aware at least what is MBA? How many of you have had BBA background? Very few. Very few. 2-3%. So, why MBA? What MBA भी नहीं पता है. चलिए मैं आपको बताता हूँ. M for masters. The masters only defines the level of the degree. It has got nothing to do with what you will get here. This defines level of the degree. Then comes business. Now, do you know what is business? How many of you know what is business? Only 1, 2, 3. 5, 6 ने तो BBA किया, even they are not raising their hands. I know we actually do not know something which is very trivial, isn't it? What is business? I can define, I can explain, but I'll leave it on to your teachers. Okay, but by and large the definition goes, business is an activity that makes or distributes goods or services that society needs or wants and is willing to pay for. Right? This is the most basic definition. So, you want to take decisions of business. घर में किसी की खेती होती है, किसी के फादर नौकरी करते हैं या मदर नौकरी करते हैं, किसी के एडवोकेट हैं, कोई टीचर फैमिली से आता है, कोई सोशल सेक्टर से आता है. Now, why do you need to pursue a career in a domain which you have got no idea about? Why? Have you ever thought of? Okay, move further. Now, these are only the points I am giving you to ponder over. Then what is administration? Third word is A, right? So what is administration? None of you know? अच्छा, management बोले तो मैं बोलूँ you are a management student and you are pursuing a program on management. Do you know what is management? वो इवन वो BBA वाले भी हाथ नहीं खड़ा कर रहे. हाँ? So in 2 years, during your 2-year stay in the department and your constant exposure to numerous activities, be it classroom lecture or you making presentation, discussing cases, going to field, conducting assignments, and doing some other research activities, going for summer internship, all these will try to inculcate the trait of enabling you to learn the skill of administration. Right? This all has been very systematically designed and very gradual exposure will be provided. So, ये आपको 2 काम करना है, बिजनेस जानना है, मैनेजमेंट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन जानना है. मास्टर्स डिफाइंस द लेवल. इसके लिए आए 1 लाख 1.5 लाख रुपए फीस देके सबसे बड़ा 2 full years of your life you are going to give to this department. That too when you are in the most productive age. Many of you must have left your job to come and take admission here. How many of you have got work-ex? So, what have you come here for? That you have got to decide. Because that will decide as to what you will take back with you. Right? there are certain, अब क्यों लिया? Why have you taken admission to MBA? किसी को बिजनेस आ नहीं रहा, किसी को एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन की जानकारी नहीं है, you have taken admission to MBA. तो इसका मतलब कहानी वो नहीं है जो हम समझ रहे हैं. While being in the class, standing on the other side of the table, what we think of that you all have come here for, actually that is not what the reason is. आप आए किस लिए? मैं बता रहा हूँ, आप आए प्लेसमेंट लेने. Is this not true? Is this not true? You have come here for placement, right? अब कोई आपको नौकरी क्यों देगा? And when I say नौकरी or job, I don't mean any नौकरी, any job. We provide this year probably 2,000 plus students have already been placed, even all BCom, BBA, BCA, BSc, BA. We provide job to so many. We are a leading institution, and a lot of employers keep coming to us and ask for कि भाई हमको बच्चे दे दीजिए, and we provide. Point is, are you getting the kind of employment commensurate to your competency? Head madam is from HR, so she very deliberately used the two terms. I'll only further what she said. She talked about competency. That is why people come to us, to develop competency. Now, what is the meaning of competency? It has got three components. Knowledge that will be provided to you by class lectures and so many activities, examination, midterm assignments, and so many other activities. Then very important is skill. I said during your 2 years stay in the department, you will be developed in a manner so that you can inculcate the traits that are required for corporate decision making. So when I say that, I mean knowledge has to be backed by skill. There may be n number of issues that keep cropping for the decision maker. You have got to have that ability of addressing them in a manner so that corporates may get benefit out of it. So second is skill. You will be trained. A lot of MOUs this department has forged, and I'm so very happy to share that this is one of the finest departments that has leveraged majority of the MOUs that they have initiated. We have set up here a Bharat lab, and much before the issue of Bharat and India kept at the fore of the discussion, we have established a Bharat lab in the month of May in association with Rediffusion, one of the largest full service advertising company of the country. And some research projects are already on. But very recently we had concluded a study on time kill, time fill. That is, how does youth spend the time, especially on social media as this guy is doing. If I ask him what is he checking, he would certainly be checking his WhatsApp message, is it? वेबसाइट चेक कर रहे, आने के बाद आने पहले चेक करना था. So what I'm trying to say is that you will be gradually exposed to different dimensions which enables you to learn all those skills. But very important, and probably the most important, is the motive. Now, what is your motive? So, knowledge, skill, and motive. What do you want to do? So, Vice-chancellor क्यों बनना है? क्योंकि you want to make a positive change into the academics of the students and the institution. प्रोफेसर क्यों बनना है? इसलिए नहीं बनना है कि हमको हफ्ते में 14 घंटे का कॉन्टैक्ट आवर पढ़ाना है और 2.5 लाख रुपए की सैलरी लेनी, इसलिए बनना है. नहीं, हमको इसलिए बनना है बिकॉज वी एक्चुअली think of shaping the future of the country by contributing to develop the competency among the skilled workforce of the country. So that is very important कि हमको we are going to attend that motive part. So ये 2 साल के अंदर your competency shall be attended by imparting knowledge, by imparting skill, and by imparting motive. So this will help us develop you as a productive human resource which is contributing to the development of the country. She also referred to a term called learning. आप इसी के लिए आए, you learn, no? साथ में तो और चीजें हम कहते हैं, because many of you must have come from different institutions. How many of you are from other institutions? Quite a good number. Majority, if I may say. So, first thing what you've got to do is, you've got to unlearn the culture or the learnings that you already have. So, it's not just learning, but first unlearning. जैसे मेमोरी में डिलीट करते हैं, तो हम आपको पहले चाहेंगे 2 दिन में ये लोग बूट करेंगे आपका सिस्टम, फिर it will prepare yourself for the learning to be imparted here. But we would not want you to carry this learning forever with you. We would enable you so that you inculcate the ability of continuously relearning things. So it is unlearning, learning and relearning which will enable you to be a competent workforce by which you can contribute to the good of the corporate, not just of the corporate but also of the nation. An interesting thing that also I want to draw your attention to the fact is that though name of the degree is Masters of Business Administration, but we try to, and recently we have initiated to rename the department from Department of Business Administration to Department of Management Studies and Faculty of Management Studies. Because what I am trying to say is, it's not just confined only to corporate or businesses. It transcends the boundary of corporate. And management as a trait can be equally applicable to any function, not exclusively confined to business organizations. So we term it as management rather than business. And if you see, you must be taught about 28 papers, या 32, including all electives. 30-32 पेपर होंगे आपके. You can classify those papers into 2 parts. One is the paper that confines to business, and then the papers that are relevant to management. Business would be very, very less. That will teach you business. That will specifically like business environment, economics. Even economics has got relevance for management decision making. So core business, you will have no more than 4, 5, 6 papers. Majority of the papers would fall into the category of teaching you management. So it is important. Having said this, there is another conflict that is going on in the field of management education. And that conflict lies in a term called specialization. Now many of you may have thought of, कोई सोचा है marketing manager बनना है, career in marketing? बहुत कम लोग. some people who have thought of developing career in finance. Okay. Some might have thought of developing career in HR. Maybe many of them are not aware of, so not many of them are responding. IT, operations, specialized areas. Now this is a conflict that is going on in management education as to should we promote specialization based education, management education, or generic education. Now the theories that support generic management education is that it says since decisions and business decisions cannot be taken in isolation, and each decision has an impact on another. For example, an airline company says, I want to serve meal to my student, to my customers from 3-star to 5-star. That will help them get satisfied better, attend their health and hygiene issue better. Decision when goes to finance, they say no, it will have cost implication, and this cost implication will have an adverse impact on the bottom line. When goes to the accounts department, this has another issue. Similarly, HR people say we need to train our workforce into an area which may let them help the customers better, serve the customers better. But the accounts person says this will have this much of cost implication which may have an adverse impact on the company's bottom line, so let us refrain from. अब देखिए, ultimately a decision pertaining to one functional area is getting affected by another functional area's priorities. So one theory says that the corporates hire business manager rather than marketing manager or finance manager or HR manager. Another theory says, and अंग्रेजी की बड़ी famous कहावत है, maturity lies in having limited objectives in life. You can grow in your life only by focusing on to something. अभी MBBS डॉक्टर के पास कोई जाता है, लोग कहते हैं साहब MSMD है कि नहीं है. अब तो बड़े शहरों में people even don't go to MSMDs. जैसे MCH और DM किया है क्या? So super specialization का जमाना है. So if you ask me, I will say, madam was saying कि marketing specialization है. I say हम तो किसी को marketing बोलते नहीं, हम तो बोलते हैं CRM specialization. उसके अंदर भी और जाते हैं. आप थोड़ा ग्रो कर जाओगे तो आपकी क्लास में आकर वो भी बताएंगे. I'm trying to say is, since maturity lies in having limited objectives in life, we have to focus on something which is very, very fine, very, very specific, very, very precise. Now, what could be the probable solution? Because both the theories are right. You cannot be master of everything, isn't it? So, what is the option available? What should be our course of action? We have to have a holistic perspective with emphasis on to something which is very, very focused and precise. Now, how to inculcate that into our education during this course of 2 years is our activity. And that is why I would want you to think over why is it that two students coming from the same institution, getting exposed to the same syllabus, taught by same teachers, exposed to the same ecosystem, reading the same book, one after 10 years becomes CEO of an organization, the second one is still striving to survive. होता है? You must have seen so many people. Why is it? Now this difference lies in the perspective. So if you, that is why I said, we can teach you theories, we can expose you to different aspects of management learning, we can help you develop competency as well. But when two different people coming on before an interview board with the same set of exposure, it is this difference of perspective and attitude that makes the difference and let one person reach the sky and the other still struggling to survive. Now, these fine prints cannot be taught in the class. ये हम आपको पढ़ा नहीं सकते. And here lies your creativity, here lies your approach, and we would even want you to develop a positive approach. बस एक चीज और बताऊंगा. You know, here at Department of Business Administration of University of Lucknow, you will get almost the same syllabus that is taught in IIM Lucknow. You will get to read almost the same book that these students there also read. Your teachers are equally competent as their teachers are. But why are they placed at such a package and you are not? Or initial package may be dependent on variety of factors. 10 years or 15 years down the line, why do they become CEOs more than you are? This is a question that you are going to think of. One thing that I think is the reason is that our students, and this is a problem of almost all the university department system of B school, of management education vis-a-vis B school model of management education. We emphasize more on comprehensive learning. कितना पढ़ा दे, कितना पढ़ा दे. And there the students are made to learn on their own with a research bit. So in one of my marketing class, it was a class of international marketing. It was a time about 10, 12 years back, maybe 15 years back. In my class, when this Coke Pepsi controversy was there, where the issue was that the pesticide content in Coca-Cola and Pepsi were beyond permissible limit of the government laid norms, isn't it? So I came to the class, and at the beginning of the class, we tried to do some warm-up thing. So, आप क्लास में जाओ तो कोई पानी पीने गया होता है, कोई वॉशरूम गया होता है, कोई बात कर रहा होता है, कोई अपना पुराना रख रहा होता है, नया खोल रहा होता है. So we take 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes so that students get settled down. So what we did is, what I did was, I said, look, this is a class of international marketing. This has been the problem. If you were the international marketing manager of Coca-Cola and Pepsi, what would you have done? मैंने ये सिंपल सवाल रखा और सबसे आगे बच्चा बैठा, सर. पीछे उसको देखे 2, 3, 4 और सर. और मैं बहुत तेज डांटा. I said, look, दुनिया के फाइनेस्ट बी स्कूल से पढ़े लोग इतने समय से they are striving hard to find a solution to the problem. You have a ready-made solution, sir. And I told them, look, here lies the problem. The problem is, हमको लगता है मेरी ओपिनियन ही solution है. You have to refrain from this model. मेरा ओपिनियन solution नहीं हो सकता. मेरा solution वही होगा जो शोध रिसर्च हमको बताएगा. So I have to develop the approach of performing research studies to find a solution to the problem. So otherwise books are the same, teachers are the same, syllabus is the same, everything is the same. Learning ecosystem is by and large the same. At the university we have say in the Department of Computer Science, we have specialized departments that will help you learn. Your HR student may work with Department of Social Work. You can get knowledge from Department of Sociology. You can get exclusive knowledge from Department of Economics. You can have a better understanding of accounting theories and practices from Department of Commerce, which those people are not. But where we lack, and we are a multidisciplinary institution, we can attend your holistic educational needs much better than an exclusive business school institution. But where we lack is, मैं बच्चे को बोलता हूँ ये प्रॉब्लम का क्या सोल्यूशन, बोलता सर, as if what he thinks is the solution. This approach has got to be said a big no. I would appreciate if you say I don't know rather than sir. So we will have to develop the attribute of going and trying and finding out what could be the solution to the problems by conducting our researches. If we are able to, and at Department of Business Administration in recent past there has been a deliberate attempt made, and all these newer MOUs that this department has forged with are focusing on inculcating different research techniques. I've come to know that several such initiatives in recent past has been conducted, and all these initiatives are going to fruit to the holistic and comprehensive learning of our students for the greater good of the student, greater good of the society, and greater good for the economy. Thank you very much. My sincere congratulations to you all for having opted for Department of Business Administration of University of Lucknow. You are in safe hands. The only thing you are going to do is take care of yourself. Don't get too much into studies, especially during initial days. Try and acclimatize yourself with the diversity that this institution brings in. Diversity in terms of departments, the subjects, the teachers, the ecosystem. And if you are able to do this, we will certainly be able to develop the kind of competency that is required from a true management professional for sustained success of your career. Thank you very much.